Hello and welcome to a special makeup stream because I took a nap just before my, well, a few hours before my Wednesday's stream was set to begin, and even though I set my alarm, I ended up sleeping through the whole thing. So, streaming now. Nobody really watches these live anyway. Hopefully that'll change sometime soon, but I wanted to make sure that I had this ready in time for the YouTube VOD to go up on Saturday. So, I'll be doing my usual 2-hour stream. And since this is SepTandy, I'm going to be continuing to stream games for the Tandy color computer, because the first gaming system I ever had as a kid was the Tandy Coco 2, which was essentially the same as the original color computer, was just a cosmetic refresh. And I'm going to be playing these games through emulation, through the VCC emulator. So now, it says in the corner of my overlay that the current game is Donkey King. That's not quite accurate, because there are actually two Donkey Kong clones that I played when I was a kid, and one of them was called Dunkey Munkey. And we're not going to be playing that much of that, but I did want to show one aspect of that game. So let's get started. Get that disc. Yeah. All right. So, oops. Not jumping. Let me swap the joysticks because it's never clear which one it's going to use. Alright, and that's basically all I wanted to show, is this game in general is not that great of a Donkey Kong clone. It only includes this Pop Rivets level and another one that's kind of an amalgamation of the other levels of the game. I think it might have the barrel level, but I don't remember, and I don't think well, I might as well, you know what, I think I can finish this first level. And we can find out, oh no. Okay, let's try that again. But I basically just wanted to show the that cutscene at the beginning with Dunkey Munkey, not Donkey Kong, completely original character. Dunkey Munkey playing the piano, because that isn't in Donkey Kong or in any Donkey Kong port that I'm aware of, other than this one. Only get that action on what? I had the extinguisher. Oh well. I guess the extinguisher doesn't work in this port, which, again, this is not an especially good port of Donkey Kong. But I wanted to show how it begins. I think I stopped moving when I was in the middle of that rivet. And, is that game over? Yeah, that's game over. Okay. I'm gonna try again. I'm committed now. Even though I was only planning on showing that that cutscene at the beginning, I'm committed now to at least finishing this first level. Then we can move on to Donkey King, which is an actually good unauthorized port of Donkey Kong. Oh, and it's skippable. So that's good. Skippable cutscenes weren't really much of a thing back when this game was made. I'm not sure when this game was made, but it would have to be the early 80s at some point. Oh, come on. Do I have to push the button to use that? I don't think I can jump when I'm using that, but I thought it was automatic. Ah. Is that game over? That's game over. I shouldn't have committed to this game. I should have done what I had planned to do and only showed the opening cutscene, but I really want to finish this first level at least. I've got to be able to do that. Now, can I jump over those fires? Just been trying to avoid... I can't jump over them if they change direction right under me. Now, do they automatically do that, or was I just unlucky? Oh, it looks like they always follow me, so at least I know that much. And I have to be really pixel perfect on those ladders. Okay, good. And if I let them get too close, then I can't extinguish them. That's another thing. I don't know if that's accurate to Donkey Kong. I haven't actually played the original Donkey Kong that much, but that's certainly... I don't know if I should be impressed by that, because that makes the collision detection at least a little bit more difficult. It stopped too early. I just want to see what the second level looks like. That's all. Show me that, and I'll move on to the other port. That's just unfair. It shouldn't do that. Getting angry with this game now. Only supposed to load it up for a few seconds to watch the opening cutscene, but now I'm genuinely want revenge against this game. Getting worse with each playthrough. Can I climb ladders? No, I can't. Oh, come on. That's not right. Okay, good. Oh no. I want to try something. Well, I gotta wait until it finishes this game over before I can try something, but I do want to try something. Yeah, this has mid-air jump control. This is ahead of its time. Only one jump height, but I could control my jumps in mid-air, which Donkey Kong couldn't do that. And that's been kind of screwing me up, because I've been hitting like the opposite direction, expecting to complete my jump arc and for it to not take effect until I hit the ground, but no, I've got proper mid-air jump control like you'd get in platformers from the late 80s. Super Mario Bros. Was not the first to do that, but it was the one to popularize that. But other games like Flicky and Teddy Boy Blues had done that before, but I never expected an old Donkey Kong, unauthorized Donkey Kong port to have that kind of innovation. And last week I was playing Cashman. You can watch my VOD of that on YouTube. And I was speculating on now that game has a health bar, and I was speculating on when the first games with health bars first emerged, and I assumed it couldn't be Cashman. It couldn't be this obscure Tandy Coco game that only I and, you know, maybe a dozen people in the world know about. But if you check who is officially regarded as the first game to include a health bar, it's Dragon Buster, and Dragon Buster was made in 1984. Cashman was made in 1983, so Cashman predates Dragon Buster, and Dragon Buster is the game like officially recognized as having the first health bar, but Cashman predates that. So Cashman might have been the first game with a health bar. Okay, I think, yeah, because you know, the Western versions of Donkey Kong at least would repeat levels before going on to the next one. And I guess this is doing the same thing. I'm gonna keep playing until I die. I'm not gonna try again if I die though. We've seen what happens when you beat that level once, and I think that's enough. Oh, and I think that's my last life. Yeah. Alright, so let me switch out the disc. A hard reset. I think this is supposed to be red, so flip the artifact colors and yeah, because the gorilla is supposed to be orange. There. Nah, let's do a regular game. We've already warmed up with Dunkey Munkey. Okay, now this is a much more accurate port of Donkey Kong. Though it's not Donkey Kong, it's Donkey King, completely original character. Do not steal. And one of the neat things about this game is that it includes all 4 levels, which basically none of the contemporary ports of Donkey Kong did at the time. So this was actually a step above what you get on, even on like the NES or something. See if I'm going to be any better at this version of the game than I was at Dunkey Munkey. But you can see I think the graphics are a bit higher resolution here. It's a bit smoother. And of course, it's playing the levels in the proper order. Oh! I thought that would go over my head. Selling hot sauce anytime soon with this performance on Donkey Kong or Donkey King, with the original character. Although I think Nintendo actually did sue them, or at least threatened to sue, because there is a revision of this game where it's just called The King. But that's not the version I played as a kid, so we're playing this version, Donkey King, now. Oh, that's just... okay. Why is this not... restarting? Oh, hi, loyal Soku. Thanks for the follow. This is not my usual streaming time. I usually stream at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, but I missed that stream this time. And am I going to have to reset this? I think I'm going to have to reset this. So I'm streaming now, but it's normally on 7 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. Yes. Okay, finally. And this is, I'm not sure if you saw the early part of the stream, but this is Donkey King, which is an unauthorized port of Donkey Kong. But despite being unauthorized, it's a higher quality port than a lot of the other ones that were available at the time. And I'm not playing it very well. also has kind of needs pixel perfect accuracy on the ladders, which in that case I was too accurate because I didn't mean to climb that ladder. I accidentally hit up. I was meaning to hit left. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to reset. It doesn't automatically let me restart if I die or if I get game over. I'm hitting 1 for 1 player, but it doesn't bring it. No practice game. I think practice game would have limited me to certain levels, although I'm kind of limiting myself by just not playing very well, but I want to at least... Oh! At least have the possibility. Okay, now if I climb up here, yeah, they'll all go underneath me. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Fire is direction. I'm gonna hard reset this. See if will I be able... Yeah, I can get into it a lot more quickly if I hard reset for some. Oh no. I wonder if there's any pattern to which ladders the barrels go down and which ones they just go across. It would certainly be nice to know if I'm heading up a ladder whether the barrel is gonna... I think I actually played Dunkey Munkey better than this. That's one of the reasons why I played Dunkey Munkey occasionally as a kid. Because I could never make it to that level in proper Donkey Kong, or Donkey King. So the only way I could see the Pop Rivets level was to play Dunkey Munkey. And also because of that cutscene at the beginning. That's a classic. That's worth the price of admission all on its own. And since I pirated it, price of admission was not a hell of a lot. My dad bought our Coco 2. He got it used, and with it he got this big tote full of floppy disks, and that's where most of our games came from. Did get the occasional properly purchased game eventually, but oh, it's doing so well. But most of them were just that big tote full of floppies. Oh. I do want to finish this first level. I don't know if I'm going to get much further than the first level, but I finished the first level of Dunkey Munkey. It's only fair that I finish the first level of Donkey King. I can't be practicing donkey favoritism. Alright. Top floor. Oh no! Oh, I was so close. Oh no! The thing with Donkey Kong is that the hammers aren't that useful. Because you can't climb ladders when you're using them, man. Climbing ladders is a pretty important part of the game. Probably saw the power pellets in Pac-Man and one something, but they didn't think this. They didn't think that mechanic through, and by they I mean Shigeru Miyamoto, who is not as good of a designer as people give him credit for. Although a lot of Donkey Kong was actually both a combination of Gunpei Yokoi and the outsourcers that actually developed the game, because Nintendo did not make Donkey Kong. They outsourced that to another company. They provided some basic drawings and such that were mostly, with some ideas that were mostly Gunpei Yokoi's, but Shigeru Miyamoto took credit for them. And then they sent them to another company whose name I don't recall. They were the ones that actually made the game. The whole idea of jumping was Gunpei Yokoi's. It's, you know, without jumping, Donkey Kong is just space panic. Oh, oh! I thought I had a clever strategy there, but I did not. Oh no! Oh, okay, good. The RNG came to. I trusted you, RNG. You betrayed me. I was about to thank you, to compliment you. Oh no! This game really does have a lot of ranks. This was after Pac-Man, where Pac-Man, like, everything was deterministic. Really, you could really show skill in that game. This, I don't know. Maybe there are ways to predict where the barrels are gonna go, but a whole lot of it just seems like random. I didn't have a Pac-Man clone for Coco, so I won't be playing one of those. I won't be playing a Pac-Man game during this month, since for this SepTandy, I'm only going to be playing games that I actually have childhood memories of. Although I did play a Pac-Man-like game that was, it's not a straight clone, but the inspiration is fairly clear, and I might be playing that on some future stream. I'm not going to be playing that on this stream. I did have an idea for another game that I'd play to finish out the first hour, but I might not get to that. I might have to wait until next stream to play that. I do want to finish this first level at least. gonna have to look up when Dunkey Munkey was made, because depending on timing, I don't know if it's the first game to include controllable jumps in the air, because Joust had that, and now with Joust technically you were flying, but still you could control your jump. And then once we got to stuff like Flicky and Teddy Boy Blues, then controllable jumps became fairly standard, but that wasn't until like 1984. So if Dunkey Munkey is from before 1984, then it could really be a historically important game. Yes! Now is this just a repeat? No! We're up to this version of Pop Rivets, which, yeah, it's not letting me control my jump in midair. And it is just giving me a hammer. It's not which did the arcade Donkey Kong just have hammers in this level, or did it have a fire extinguisher? This level is actually quite a bit easier than the barrel level. I thought the rivets were supposed to pop when I went over them. Okay. I think. Yes. First try, literally. So now I'm probably back at the first level again, because I think this is using the North American level progression. And game over. So I do not think that I'm going to be able to get any further than that. So we're not going to be able to see its version of the pie level or the springboard level or anything like that. So I think I will move on to that other game that I had planned for. This is not responding very well. Oh, there. So I'm 9th highest score. At least I'm on the board. Okay, so let's stop that. A hard reset. Now, even back in these days of the early 80s, Sega did what Nintendo didn't, because, well, that was an unauthorized clone, because Nintendo was not publishing anything for the Tandy Coco. Sega actually provided official support for it, and one of my favorite games on the Coco when I was a kid was a Sega game. So let's get that loaded up here. The official Zaxxon by Sega. And I think there was a clone of this game as well, but this is the official one. This actually has Sega's license. And it was a pretty good port, too. One player. Oh, that was my fault. I can't blame the game for that. That was just bad playing on my part. Same kind of, I think it was called like axiometric or something like that. That's the name derives from. But a lot of the ports gave it more of a behind the back view, which way was even more impressive. But this one has the arcade accurate version, and it scrolls very smoothly. This was all in all one of the better ports of the game. Oh, okay, I've still got another plane. I hope I can finish at least one loop of this. Okay, I didn't shoot down all the planes, but that's all right. I gotta shoot through these force fields to make sure that I'm at the right height to get through. If my bullet can get through, then so can I. Oh! Is that my last life? Oh no. 0 counts. 0 counts. Oh. Doesn't count for very much, though. Not when I'm playing like that. Well, at least it's quick to get back in. Not like Donkey King. I had to go through a whole restart process, which that must be an emulation problem. I don't think the actual game is like that. I think the goal is to blow up all the planes, because if I can manage to take them out on the ground, then... Oh yeah, it says I got 16 planes left, because I already blew up a few of them. Two planes left. One plane left. There! 1,000-point bonus. Good. Yeah, I think I just had to loop through them until I destroyed all the planes, although I've still got the Zaxxon itself to kill, so this isn't a straight repeat of the loop. At least one aspect of it is... Oh, actually, I think this whole section is, yeah, the same section I died on before. So I guess, even though I've blown up all the planes, I still have to go through this section. Ah, there we are. Here's the Zaxxon. I think this guy is called the Zaxxon. Yes! And now I think it just loops. I mean, it might have a different layout, but yeah, I've blown up all the planes and blown up the Zaxxon, or the Zaxxon's missing at least. I don't think there's anything especially new to show off now. So I'm gonna finish out the hour though. And oh, the planes are shooting at me on the ground now. Forgot that they did that. And after the hour, I'm gonna switch over to Calixto Island again. I got figured out how to do saving and loading, so I might be able to make some real progress in it this time, which I wasn't really able to before. And I've got to blow up these fuel tanks to keep my fuel topped up. This took some influence from Konami's Scramble, which had fuel as a mechanic. I think might be kind of talking out of my backside there, because in basing things on half-remembered fragments of other games. I'm pretty sure what I just said about Scramble is true. And I think I did have a semi-clone of Scramble, but I don't remember exactly what it was called. And I don't think it was, a full clone of Scramble. It took a lot of inspiration from it. So I don't know if I'll be playing that or anything like that. Oh, I'm not doing very well. But yeah, like I said, this SepTandy 2025 is only games that I actually played as a kid. If I do this again next year, then I might go for some new experiences, or I might play some Coco 3 stuff. But I didn't have a Coco 3 as a kid. I had a Coco. And we sold that and got a PC, and in between I had an NES, but never had a Coco 3. So if I do play Coco 3 stuff in next year's SepTandy, it'll be an entirely new experience for me. Oh! I started my dive too early. this, they could make an updated version of this that I think would be pretty good. I mean, it's a 3D game essentially, it just doesn't have 3D graphics. So if they made an actual 3D version, I don't know, as a downloadable thing, I think people would like that. I mean, there had been some semi-sequels, like there was Super Zaxxon, which I think was basically the same thing. And there was, I think, Viewpoint or something. Or Mothership or Mother Base or something. A Viewpoint was not Zaxxon, it was just something similar, but there was like Mothership or Mother Base or something that was officially a Zaxxon game, even though I think it was titled as one. Oh, and regarding last week's stream, I did look up Jumpman, and it's similar to Cashman. There's clearly some influence taken there, but they are different games. Cashman is not a clone of Jumpman. It's just they likely saw Jumpman, liked it, and decided to use that as a starting point. Because Jumpman didn't have a health bar. Cashman did. Cashman could have been the first ever game with a health bar. It certainly predates Dragon Buster, which is the game that gets credit for it. Maybe there's another game even earlier that had a health bar, but if there is, no one covering video game history seems to know about it. Because Dragon Buster gets the credit, even though Cashman did it before. And, but no, Jumpman was just one-hit kills. You had more than one life, but it was one-hit kills. And I don't think Jumpman was co-op, or Cashman was. It was Joust that really popularized the co-op platformer, but Mario Brothers did also come out the same year as Cashman, although I think Cashman did it better. Mario Brothers was just one map over and over again, whereas Cashman had like 40 maps. And a bunch of different mechanics that... I might play one of the Jumpman games at some point on this stream. I don't think there was an official Jumpman for the Coco, so it wouldn't be during SepTandy unless I played like early DOS version on a Tandy 1000 emulator, which I don't think there are any dedicated Tandy 1000 emulators. I think you just use DOSBox for that. But there was a game called Jumpman Lives for DOS. That might have worked on a Tandy 1000. But I could also just play it during DOSember, but I've got other plans for that. I've got a reasonably full slate of games already planned out for DOSember. Jumpman is not on it. This was a good game. I remember why I like this game so much. It's pretty fun. Also got the arcade version as part of the PS3 Genesis compilation. It's mostly Genesis games, but they made some unlockable arcade games, including Zaxxon and Space Harrier, which is one of the all-time greats. That Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection is worth it for Space Harrier alone. You can get Space Harrier in a few other places as well. Like, I think it's in pretty much all the Yakuza games. But yeah, that really deserves to be a classic, and if anything, it deserves to be better remembered than it is, because you don't hear about it that often. And I don't think there was a Space Harrier game. They did have it for a lot of kind of underpowered systems that really had no business running Space Harrier, but I don't think anyone tried it for the Coco. Oh, maybe there's a clone for it. I could look that up, but I won't be playing it this month because I know I didn't play a Space Harrier clone on the Coco as a kid. This is all about going through my own past as a gamer. So yeah, next time I die, I'm gonna take a break and then go back to Stowe Island and see if we can make any progress in that now that I'm able to properly save and load my game. Oh. Okay, now I'm going through. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, laser's going through, so I can go. There's the Zaxxon. I don't know what would happen if I didn't shoot that down. I don't. I've got no extra planes left, so I don't know if I'll be able to get through another loop. If I can, I can't. Alright, so that's Zaxxon for the Tandy Coco. All in all, a pretty good port. Though there are better ports available now, like in the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection on PS3 and 360, that well, even that's getting kind of old now. I don't know how many people still have PS3s or Xbox 360s, but if you can find a port of Zaxxon anywhere, that's a pretty good game to play. But for now, I am going to okay. And now I am going to take a break, drink some water, and I'll be back in a couple minutes.